Yeah, hi, so I'm James. So mine's quite a change of pace to yours, I think, Jevy. I was at a gallery and they make frames. So, not a lot of fist bumping, but still, exciting. So, it was quite strange being there. It was really nice. Everyone was lovely there. Rupert was a lovely guy. For those of you who don't know Rupert, definitely a character. Dog running about all over the place. I had a great time. I think it used to be a recording studio back in the day. Spice Girls and Take That used to record there, and now me. Keeping the trend going. So I'm gonna read for you one of the poems that I wrote during the residency. I'm gonna read the one that I did for the VR experience. So hopefully you'll all be able to see the other one up on the museum, so you won't miss out. It might actually be in the new Now Then as well, so you can catch it there. It's called Dark Matter. Basically, in one of their rooms, they've got loads of different paint pots, but they're all in old sort of soup containers from like Morrison's and Waitrose. And I was there and they were mixing loads of paints together because they were working with an artist who was doing some screen prints for Park Hill Flats, and they were basically trying to mix the right colours. So this came from sort of looking at all the different names of the colours, and it's imagining a person. This is their job. They mix paints and they see colour very strongly. So I'll give this a go for you. Dark matter. There are those that say that we perceive colour as light. In the absence of light, all that's left is black, brain grey, uniform darkness. You might know it as Eigengrau. I call it dark matter. I call it fresh trauma. It's true, all the big guns came calling, Crown, Dulux. The sun painting my bedroom this morning was a shade of gold I called medicine for melancholy. The wood workstations, the ink layering each screen print, all visual noise. See the fire extinguisher. Don't you feel its colour mixing with your blood? I do. My mouth filled with 1,000 names for red. Arterial bleed, nuclear fallout, house fire. I redid the walls in stained enamel, though the plain-faced man in the store called it white. His apron the taste of carrot and chorizo soup. Outside, the shade of sky is both a chance of war and a touch of El Dorado. And just when I thought I'd witnessed it all, seen the whole spectrum, in you walked, and my head flooded with something nameless. So, yeah, that came sort of, you might have seen there are a few, it's alright, don't worry about that. That's all the good ones out the way. You might have seen there are a few different things in the room, so I definitely wanted to try and include different things like the fire extinguisher and the prints and things. So it's a really different experience trying to write to an actual space instead of just writing a sort of poem that I might traditionally do. So I'm going to read now for you just a couple of poems. I've got an actual book now, so I feel like I can say I'm a poet now. So I'll just read you a few from these. And I have loads of copies to sell. I have a whole 6 copies. So for those people who might enjoy it enough, you might be able to grab one. So this first one is called A Proposal, and it comes from basically conversations that I had with my girlfriend about marriage, and me saying that I didn't particularly want to get married, which is a great conversation. And I know what you're thinking. He's got a girlfriend. Yes, I do. Lucky. So this is sort of me imagining what the wedding would be like a little bit. A proposal. Don't think I would ever let it come to this. You in a meringue dress chewing out the caterers over the width of the finger sandwiches, the diminishing filling to bread ratio, flipping the canapé trays like a strong man in a rage of 1 part happiness and 2 parts fear, an eternal commitment of cleaning my beard hairs from the sink trap, accepting my monosyllabic answers to your questions, pointing out the fickle ironies, for example, the many syllables present in the word monosyllabically. That's the harsh reality, honey, of this communion. See my divorcee uncle trying to fumble a hand through the slip-back dress of a too young bridesmaid, the beehive of jibes dropped during the wedding speeches, and my half-cut dad staring deeply into the fruit punch, about an inch from wetting his nose, and turning the silver serving spoon through the orange-pink mix, seeing his knackered marriage crystallize on the bottom, and then see him reach in a redemptive hand to pull out a yellow ring of tinned pineapple and hold it in a ray of the DJ's lapsed lighting to find its shine or its place or its slipped meaning. She's a lucky lady. I'll finish up on this one. So, in the book I've got a few poems about my relationship with my dad. And this might give you an idea of what that is like. So it's called Instead of You here, and it's me imagining that I have a wooden spoon as a surrogate dad. Instead of you here. In your absence, I've had to make do with the simplest of dads. A wooden spoon pulled from its home among the whisks and the loose-nutted pizza cutter. The face I drew on the convex side is smiling. Maybe it's wrong of me to assume your happiness, spoon dad, but I hope you'll be proud of me. The pumpkin soup I make is delicious, you say, and then roll your head in it. That's the kind of support I've always dreamt of. You're much deeper than my real father. The bowl at the back of your head could hold me forever. My body a precious egg to be carried through the course of your life. You'd never forget how I loved you unconditionally, the way teaspoons often mix with the dessert spoons and find a home, a family. Maybe he has a spoon son, my other father, or a set of spoon children. How polished he'd keep them, with their own special places laid out beautifully around the breakfast table. Thanks, everyone.
Mr. James Giddings, ladies and gentlemen.